guys and gals? Nary here from Drakewing Gaming, and some of you know me on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you another Let's Play episode of Santa Lucia. Anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm Chan, you were up, and let's go, girl. Alright. I make the finishing touches on today's letter before hitting the send. And done. Voila! I stretch up my arms and lean back in my chair. That took longer to write than I expected, but that's because I took a hell of a lot. I had a lot to tell her this time. Huh. Wonder how weird the guys would think I am for sending these letters. The door creaks open behind me. I'm not interrupting you, am I? Zach quietly closes the door and peers into the room. No, it's fine. Come on in. I minimize my screen and turn to face him. Hey! Yo! His tail curls in front of him, giving the impression he's guarding himself. Would you like to take a seat so we can talk? Oh, sure. Alright, Ben, you've been thinking about how you'd handle this since class ended. Just take it slow so you don't scare him. So, how was class today? It went fine. I have a hard time dealing with being called on. Yeah, I noticed. We're in the same freshman seminar lecture, by the way. I know, Karina and I talked about that. Oh, sorry. Ah, I didn't expect him to bring her up himself. Sorry, I didn't try to help you. It's okay. I figured you were still mad, so I understood. Karina is really nice. I'm glad I met her. Yeah, she's pretty awesome. We grew up together in Colorado. I wish I had friends like that when I was younger. Wow, he's actually starting to open up right now. Whatever Karina did today, it helped. It's never too late to start making them, man. I guess. He twiddles his thumbs in his lap. Anyway, I want to apologize for how I acted last night. I didn't mean to scare you, I just got frustrated with how you reacted afterward. I know, I'm sorry, too. I'm glad you liked what I played. I've only ever played in front of my parents, so I was a little freaked out, you heard. Nah, man, you play super well. I used to take piano lessons when I was in elementary school, but I've probably forgotten everything about it by now. Do you mind if I take a look at your guitar? I don't know. Hey, I'm not gonna scratch it again, I promise. Okay. He gets up and opens the closet on the side of the room, pulling the guitar down from behind some hanging hoodies. Here you go. Please, be gentle. Wow. My eyes widen at the undeniable quality of this instrument. This thing is top-notch. You even got it signed by Bubba Stanley? I rub a finger across the signature on the front. That's when I notice where the scratch is. Yep. Oof, the drop did a number on it, though. Doesn't he own a restaurant somewhere near here? He does, yeah. After I get this fixed up, why don't we go down there and get him to re-sign it? What do you mean? I shake my head. I feel bad I made you scratch this beauty. I think it's only right I pay you to get it repaired. You don't have to do that. Eh? Now he's staring at the floor. It's fine how it is. I'm offering to fix the damage I caused, though. I don't understand. Just leave it alone. He gets up and grabs the guitar out of my hands. What? After shoving it back in the closet, he sits down in his chair again. Why won't you let me do this for you? He turns the chair around and opens his laptop. Please, just leave it alone. For long, I start hearing mouse clicks. He doesn't even turn his head towards me when he responds. It's like I made him shut down again without realizing it would happen. Deflated, I turn my attention back to my own computer and sigh. Guess he accepted my apology for last night. Dealing with this guy is like trying to navigate a minefield. I should probably start working on that essay. My eyes wander to the clock in the corner of my screen. Oh, crap! It's a little after 6! I told Nate I'd study literature with him! I pack a few books from the class along with my notes and head out the door. Zach stares absent-mindedly at his screen while a video plays. Hey, Zach, I'm gonna be downstairs with a friend if you need me. Okay. He gives me a token response, never taking his eyes off the screen. Man, I wish you were easy to talk to. Alright, y'all, let me drink some water real quick. Oh, yeah. That's your shit right there, boy. Okay. I wandered around the first floor for a bit, not knowing exactly where the lounge is. I even managed to find the kitchen Shay was talking about yesterday. I eventually come across the room I'm looking for on the opposite end of the building. The entrance has a door you push open instead of one with a doorknob. I make my first steps inside and take in the atmosphere. Huh. It's not a bad setup, actually. There's a couple bookshelves on one wall with some assorted magazines, newspapers, and other articles. In the center of the room stands a pool table, complete with a rack holding pool cues off to the side. Lining the room are several long sofas, definitely large enough to hold at least 5 students each. I have to do a double take when I notice a figure sitting on the sofa near the far corner. For a second, I thought I saw a familiar chameleon, but the image quickly fades into who is actually there waiting for me. Ben, I'm so glad you remembered. Nate stands up and beckons for me to come closer. I almost thought I was gonna have to text you. Sorry about that. I got kind of lost looking for the lounge. Darling, I have a phone, you know. You should have called me. I would have come to get you. It's fine. I made it. I roll my eyes and smile at him. And now I know where it is, so I won't get lost again. You're such a silly cat. Come on, let's get started on the reading for Wednesday. You bet. And so they started their podcast. All right. September 4th, 2018. The day the world ended. No, okay. Chapter unlocked. My steps echo into the endless void. I wander aimlessly, hoping to find a quick end to this. It's not the first time I've been to this place. Over the years, I've learned how to navigate and maintain my balance here. Fortunately, there are no monsters chasing me this time. Not like when I was a kid. My ears perk up. It's very faint, but I can hear a voice in the distance, almost surrounding me. I stop in place and focus on the sound. Hello? I try calling out to it, but it continues its incoherent babbling. I have to focus harder. I close my eyes to limit my senses and attempt to pinpoint which direction the voice is coming from. As I approach, the voice gets louder, but no less jumbled. Soon it gets mixed with another voice competing to be heard. This one, though, seems more familiar to me than the other one. Ben. I hear the new voice call my name. It almost sounds like... Ben! Oh. My eyes open. I feel another hand grasping my left as we stand under a lamppost in Arcadia Field. You spacing out on me again? Nate looks over at me and smiles. Oh, sorry, I was just thinking. You're so cute when you're lost in your head. My heart beats with excitement. I can't believe what we're sneaking out at night to do. Come on, it's down this alley it's down this way behind the theater. I tug on Nate's hand and pull him with me towards the alley separating the biology department and the theater. This is so exhilarating. I've never felt so alive. Wait, what's happening? I slowly become aware that I'm no longer in control of my actions. I want to ask Nate what we're doing, but my brain tells me I already know. It's a strange feeling, like being an outside observer even though I'm still in my own body. Almost like being possessed. Is that it? Nate points to the low fire escape that's almost close enough to grab. Yep, I just need to move this dumpster and... There! Easy roof access. So observant. I would have never found this on my own. I'm always on the lookout for new and exciting places, hun. Hun? I've never called Nate that, have I? Give me a boost. Nate struggles to get onto the dumpster, so I step forward and push him up by grabbing his ass. Ben, not so soon! Sorry, I couldn't help it. I lift myself onto the dumpster alongside him, then reach up and pull down the ladder on the fire escape. I'll go first. I'm sure you'll enjoy the view. You know me well. I'm struck by how much more confident and assertive I'm acting. 1 second, y'all. Water time. Damn, did I really start playing this back in October? Damn. It feels so alien to me. As we're climbing up, Nate's tail swings as he makes sure each step accentuates his curves. Jeez, I didn't realize he had such a nice butt. Ah, Ben, this is amazing! When we reach the roof, he immediately runs toward the edge overlooking Arcadia Field below. I approach behind him and stick a hand on his shoulder. Pretty romantic, don't you think? Darling, I love it! He sits down on the edge, allowing his legs to hang over. I do the same next to him, careful not to accidentally fall. You're such a thrill-seeker. You know you love me. My heart flutters when I feel Nate rest his head against mine. Are we dating? My mind starts going 1,000 miles per hour. Though the Ben I'm inhabiting seems to know exactly what he's doing. I turn to face the fox, put a hand under his chin to raise it up. Oh! Give him a gentle kiss. Nate's eyes close as he gets lost in the moment. We part a few seconds later. Nate looks at me with affection. I smile at him and stand back up. Let's find a little more privacy. My heart gets caught in my throat. Nate follows me to one of the theater walls. I lean back against it and invite him closer. Our lips meet again, this time with a lot more passion. I wrap my arms around him, squeezing tight as our tongues begin to dance. I'm swept away by raw emotion. My hands find their way under Nate's shirt, lifting it up to access more intimate areas. I massage his upper back while we kiss, taking in the sweet taste of his mouth. This warm, exciting feeling washes over me, sending tingles up and down my spine. Nate starts to unbuckle my pants, only allowing our kiss to part long enough to take his shirt off. My pants slide down to my ankles, causing my belt to clang against the floor. Our kiss ends soon after. Nate rests his head on my shoulder for a moment before dropping to his knees. Oh my god! My heart flutters like a hummingbird's. Nate slides my underwear down. Ah! Oh my goodness! And gently lick, yep. My eyes close so I can focus on the pleasure. Tickling sensation is overwhelming at first, but my body quickly gets used to it. When Nate begins going down on me, the tickling turns into a warm, pleasant feeling. I arch my back against the wall, giving him easier access to the whole length. His tongue brushes over, yep, sending chills throughout my body. I rest a hand on his head, brushing the hair out from his face so I can see his eyes looking up at me. At this point, I don't care if I'm in control of my body or not. Everything feels like electricity. Goodness, goodness, goodness. I mean, it's not showing anything, so... I begin thrusting my hips as if trying to match the rhythm with my heartbeat. Every time I reach the back of his throat, Nate moves his tongue. Yeah, I can't say all that. As my heart rate increases, so do my thrusts. The pleasure I feel is intense. The only thing that goes through my mind is, how much do I want him to keep... Yeah. My legs quiver from the sensation. There's no holding back now. Gonna splurt white paint all over your face. Everything builds up to one final moment of release. Nate thinks, oh my goodness. But they inventing new language. For a moment, I'm blissfully unaware of the world around me. It's just me and Nate and the time we share together. One second, y'all. Water time. When the waves died down, I slept against the wall a bit. Nate, that was incredible. I consciously raise a hand to wipe the sweat off my brow. I'm pretty sure I myself made that decision. Who's Nate? Huh? Look down at the fox below. Whoa! What the? Eric? My heart gets stuck in my throat. My ex-boyfriend's piercing eyes stare me down, almost as if they're judging me for what I just did. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to... Ah! The ground seems to give way under me. I fall down into the endless abyss. Oh! But his eyes seem to get bigger the farther I go. Ah! What the fuck is happening? I jolt awake, patting the bed around me to make sure I'm not falling anymore. What the hell? I hold up a hand to my forehead. The headache I'm feeling leaves me nauseous. I glance around the room for any signs of Zach. Figures. Looks like he's already off doing his thing. I look over at the clock. 5:30? I throw my head back down on the pillow. But in doing so, notice a strange feeling between my legs. Huh? Removing the blanket, I see a wet stain on my crotch. No way. I lift the waistband of my pajamas up to check. Fuck me! I let it go, causing the waistband to slap against my stomach. I seriously had a wet dream? I roll out of the bed and take off the soaked clothing, throwing them under my bed until I feel like taking care of it. How embarrassing! I dig into my drawer for a replacement pair of undies and pajamas. At least Zach isn't in the room. Shit, I can't even remember what the dream was about. Huh. It feels like a bad omen or something. I wish I understood what was going on in my head. Probably doesn't help that I haven't jacked off since I left Chicago. Quick health tip reminder, y'all. Be sure to get off at least once a week. It's very, very healthy for your prostate. Can help prevent prostate cancer. This is your daily fact from Drakewing Gaming. I quickly slip on the fresh clothes. My eyes shift over to Zach's side of the room. I unconsciously scanned the floor for any laundry like last time. Huh, his bed's a pile of disorganized sheets, but it looks like he took care of the mess on the floor. I sit down on my bed and rest my arms on my... Oh, God, what a weird yawn. It was hard finding the right opportunity to get myself off at Bernard Academy. I was kind of hoping it wouldn't have been the same here. It's too weird to do it in the same room as someone I barely know, but I guess my brain has other intentions, doesn't it? I slip on a shirt from the top of my dresser and grab my backpack. I think I'm going to head downstairs to the lounge and relax a little. I highly doubt I'm going to get any more sleep after this mess. I make my way down to the first floor. Peering out the windows along the way, I see it is still dark outside. I rub my eyes and sigh. Last night, our floor's resident assistant checked in with us and gave us a map of the dorm building. I did my best to memorize it before going to sleep. It's good to know what's all available to us here. I wonder if there's a coffee machine in the kitchen. As I'm walking by the entrance to the lounge, I notice there's someone watching television. Curiosity getting the better of me, I take a peek inside. A familiar white wolf sits with her legs crossed on a sofa facing the screen. In front of her is a fold-out table holding what looks like a home-cooked breakfast. Shay, is that you? Alright, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and pause it right there. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. And leave a super thanks or a tip if you can. It always helps. This episode was a little bit spicy, y'all. I quite enjoyed that. Anyway, y'all, thank y'all so much for watching. I'll see you on the next video. I love you all. Bye-bye.